I'm Dane McManus from Team Melbourne.
And I'm Lorraine Little from Team Melbourne.
And you're watching Bent TV.
Hi, this is Ben Cranks, and you're watching Bent TV.
Hi there, we're Melbourne Frontrunners, Melbourne's premier LGBTI running and walking group. You're watching Bent TV.
We're the St Albans Spurs, and you're watching Bent TV.
Hello, welcome to Dig Deeper with me, Malice, and I'm rather excited because from Popstars fame to ARIA chart-topping and now local yummy mummy, Jazz Goddess joining us in our very own Bent TV studios. Absolute pleasure to welcome Katie Underwood.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. So I've particularly asked you on because I'm a bi-oriented girl and I'd like to talk about a little bit about your sexuality and what's been referred to as casually coming out in an article, an SMH article in 2007, I think.
Yeah, it's going back a bit now.
Yeah, so did you head into the interview thinking, all right, this is it, I'm going to throw the Bible out there?
No, I didn't. I'd been out to my friends since I was 19. I'd been out to my parents since I was 24, so it was only a few sort of years after that. And frankly, I thought everybody knew already because when I was in Bardot, I was called the dykey redhead. So I just thought, well, people either have assumed that I'm gay or at the very least that I'm bi, and I quite honestly didn't think it was a big deal.
Yeah, so it was no horror story for you coming out?
Well, I didn't. Being assumed gay never bothered me because I was bi. I was halfway there anyway. So, when it just happened to come out in this interview, I'm like, what's the big deal?
Did they outright ask you? So are you? I
can't even remember. I don't know. I think it was something along the lines of. I think the context was I was talking about a musical I was co-producing called Dark Angels, where I played a burlesque bisexual stripper who was going to be killed, and it was something I recall it was something along the lines of, well, is that much of a stretch for you, playing that role? I said, well, no, being bi is like, well, that's kind of playing myself, but as a stripper. Yeah. So I don't know, it was something along those lines, but I really just didn't think it was a big deal. And to this day, it's still one of those stories that pops up on Google, sort of on the front page going,
well, I must admit this is where I found it because I was doing the little search on Katie and I'm like, casually coming out. I'm like, well, I have a similar thing because I just sort of just assumed that everyone had just worked it out, right? Yeah. You've seen me kissing a girl, right? And a boy, so
and half of Melbourne had already seen that from me in my younger days. So it's like awesome. It's not like I'm trying to hide it here.
Yeah. So have you found you've been treated differently at all in the media or anything?
No, not really. I suppose I don't know, I'm speculating here, but a safe bisexual in the sense that even when I had come out, I was still married. So I don't know whether it's just people put you in denial, but I mean, frankly, it's not really anyone's business what I do with who I do. So I guess that's why I've not put much weight in it, and I haven't banked on it either. I mean, I've always enjoyed working in the community and working at gay and lesbian events and festivals because that's where all my friends are. That's where I like to be. So for me, it wasn't a big deal. But I think the media really already knew. It's just we've never actually specified and gone, well, yes, I am bi. So what's the big deal?
Well, it's funny. It's interesting. It's just who you are. You've got red-coloured hair, bisexual.
I opened, in my first film clip, I was wearing a purple latex catsuit. I mean, seriously,
I remember this suit.
How hard can it be to figure out?
Interesting. Yeah, you were quite different to the other girls.
And that was accepted. And even in the group, the girls identified that they're like, we can't do what you do, and we don't want to. So you just go for it.
Okay,
sweet.
That's cool.
So that was good. Meant that I wasn't having to fight over whose turn it was to wear the Diamante belt in this film clip. I'm not kidding. That conversation actually occurred once between two girls. That one of them wanted to wear the Diamante belt and the other one wanted to do the disco thing. It's like,
wow. Okay, so this is interesting.
So I'm over here with my leather and latex. I'm sweet, babe. I'm fine.
I'm with you totally. Yeah. So of course we are talking Popstars, and most of our viewers will probably remember you from this. I think.
Yes.
Which was a It was the first of the singing style reality TV shows
It
that
was
we had
the
in
first
Australia.
reality TV show in Australia.
Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
that's quite a badge to wear, I think.
It is, yeah, and it always surprises me how much people still remember that show, even though it's 13 years ago.
Yeah. So what sort of feelings have you got, sort of thinking back about the show?
It's fun. I guess it's where it all began
Yeah.
for me publicly.
Yeah.
I don't lie awake at night and go over the memories in my head. Yeah, it's just become part of my career history, I suppose.
Yeah, I've got like a fascination with reality TV, as a lot of our viewers probably do, and I really want to know what it's like living with the cameras in your face like
Intense.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
really intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full on, yeah.
But in a way, it's true, you do get used to it.
Yeah,
like, you know,
okay,
when you're
so you
watching
kind
a
of
show like
forget.
Big Brother and you
Yeah.
think, how can they not know the cameras are on them?
Right.
But you do actually get used to it because you have to. Because
Okay.
if you stay in the mindset that you're being watched all the time and that's actually real, it does kind of screw with your head. So in the
Yeah.
end, you do have to just learn to tune out. And of course, that's what the producers are hoping for, because
Yeah.
then you
Then you
do and say things that you perhaps wouldn't do if you were consciously aware that you're being recorded
Yeah.
all the time. And that's the gold, you know, that's like what they call the money shot in
Okay,
TV.
so we're talking, you know, the bitchy moments or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
all that. That's all gold. You know, there's someone in a little room in an editing suite going, gold,
Yes.
gold. You know, when someone's crying, that's like considered a money shot.
Oh, so
Yeah.
awful, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, okay, having said all that, would you recommend to youngsters starting out that this is a good way to get into the music scene?
No, not particularly.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm one of the lucky ones. I made the best of the start that I had.
Yeah.
But I've seen so many go through that machine and just be spit out the other side. You know, they're back working at the shoe store or whatever the next
Yeah.
season. So it doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah.
For me, I was able to make it work, and there's certainly a few others that have made it work. But yeah, I think the majority just get fed into this TV machine and spat out the other side and, you know, recycled for the next season of TV, and that's just how it is.
And there's so many of these shows now, aren't there?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's one on every channel.
Yeah,
Like-
I try not to watch them.
Yes, no,
I can't.
I don't like the singy shows, I must admit. Although I did watch Popstars, I did, and I remember some kind of spider moment for some reason in my brain.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there was a spider. Ridiculous, how trivial. Our
That's
whole
so funny
life,
that
the
that's
whole
the bit I remember
episode
the most.
breaks down to,
Yeah.
oh, girl screaming about a spider.
Yes.
Oh, it's sad.
So, well, that seems to suggest there wasn't a whole lot of gold going on then, if that's
Not
the case.
that week, no.
Yeah.
It was a low activity week.
Yeah, right. So very, very interesting. Very interesting times during the pop star era. Thank you, Katie. And we'll be talking more to Katie on the next Dig Deeper.
Kate is in a relationship, and her partner is wanting them to explore a threesome.
Hi, I'm TJ from the Ace Girls and you're watching Bent TV.
Hi, my name's Heath Wilson. I'm president of the Melbourne Rovers Soccer Club. You're watching Bent TV.
I'm Ben from the Melbourne Chargers.
I'm Eugene from the Melbourne Chargers.
And you're watching Bent TV.
Think before you speak.
I just got the last time I told you. I heard that. Your mother told me that you told her the secret. I told you not to tell me.
Thanks, Kate. Welcome to Bent TV. You're with Lip Service, where a problem halved is a problem shared. The phone has been ringing off the hook since our last programme, and that was just Kate. Now, I want to introduce you to my loyal panel. We have Nate, the beautiful Jess, and Craig, of course, as ever. Kate's our first problem that we're going to share with you this afternoon. Now then, Kate is in a relationship, and her partner is wanting them to explore a threesome.
Awesome.
What do we think?
Awesome. Why not? Seriously.
Yeah.
You know, is her partner a female? Are they going to be doing is it a male? Are they going to bring male? Are they going to bring female in?
Is that relevant?
I suppose the opportunities are endless.
Exactly.
Oh, it's an old chess. It's a recipe for disaster, is my opinion. You know, I don't imagine that it'll just end in tears. I think it'll just end in tears, Nate. I think the idea of having, good, fun sex together as a threesome would be fun, but someone always gets left out.
Yeah, that's actually a good.
Or they could make it a foursome. Make it a foursome.
Well, it's just
and then there's no one sitting there feeling lonely.
True, yes.
So our advice
I like the
Kate,
idea
is
of that.
Increase it even more.
Just go to 4. Yeah. Don't bother with just 3. Yeah.
Boring.
Okay.
Swinging couples.
Yeah.
Swaps and stuff, regardless of gender. That could work.
And do you think a 4 is not a formula for disaster?
Probably a little bit, Yeah. There's nothing like, 2 people sexually involved with each other equally. You bring in other people in, it gets all too complex. Is my opinion.
But maybe it could be they bring in somebody else, they really like that person, and then they've got this amazing relationship. They could have this what's it called? Menage
a trois.
Yeah,
that's the threesome, isn't it?
Well,
3, yeah.
no, but in a relationship, maybe they could all be together
as one happy family.
Yeah.
An ongoing 3-way. Yeah.
Why not?
What do you think, Jess?
Who knows? I don't know. I think it could be fun in the moment, but I don't know about a couple of days later. So. It's swinging on the side there, I don't know.
Okay, well Sally also rang in. She has a sort of similar problem, of conundrum perhaps, not so much a problem, because I suppose a threesome's not, for some people wouldn't be a problem. She's having a relationship with her neighbour, so it's friends with benefits, but she's starting to get feelings. Now, should she stop it? Or...
So she's getting feelings for the neighbour.
The friend with benefits.
See, I think you shouldn't keep your friends with benefits too close in proximity. Don't you think that's kind of a bit risky?
Yeah. Danger zone.
Yes.
Next door neighbours.
Because it doesn't matter whether you've got feelings for them or not, but that's kind of, you can't go out to the mail, pick up your mail in your dressing gown anymore. You suddenly be popping on a bit of lippy.
And if you actually did need a cup of sugar, they think, perhaps they'll...
Up for something else. Yes. Of course you can't entertain other people because they're going to be watching out the window, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
No, not a good idea.
But the idea of friends with benefits is you've got that comfort because you're a friend already. So they've probably already seen you in your dressing gown. So maybe this is how the great relationships of all time start. So maybe she needs to talk to her friend. And start, maybe the friend also has feelings.
Friends become lovers.
Possible.
Exactly.
Yes.
And, because they've started from such a wholesome place.
But Sally's conundrum is, does she continue the friend with benefit relationship, or because she's getting feelings, or, should be...
Well, she should talk about it with the friend. That's a start.
The friend might not want the benefits anymore.
Well, then...
That's true. Well, I think Sally has to take that risk, really. If the feelings are starting to arise... then other things might arise too. The heart and everything might arise. And it'll be a love-in, that's...
Okay, so in summary, advice to Sally?
Have a chat,
Yeah, definitely have a chat.
Give it a crack.
Oh, we're in tears, I guess, but, that's just me.
It always seems to be the similar scenario.
I know, yes.
Oh dear. Okay, Sebastian is in a relationship, and his partner is a male partner in this particular instance. Sebastian's male partner is acting a little bit about like a detective, 3rd degree. Everybody he sees, everybody he talks to, wants to know all the details, wants password to the Facebook, etc.
There's just a bit too intrusive. Is that what the
Do we think it's intrusive? Is that okay?
I think that's too intrusive. You've got to have privacy in a relationship, don't you? And
I think so, yes.
Be able to do your own thing, but then meet in the middle of the bridge,
So it's about trust.
But maybe he just is showing, that's how he's showing that he cares. That he's showing he cares by saying, I'm taking an interest. So maybe it's not there's any sort of suspicion or anything from Sebastian's partner. Maybe it's this whole, I'm interested in you and your life. So maybe it's coming from a really nice place.
Right. Not sure
rose
about
petal glasses there.
Yeah.
I think, it's going to lead to just other things, Stalking. Stalking is the ultimate level of where this could go to.
When does a loyal partner become a stalker?
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, can they? I don't know. Become a stalker?
Well, you'd hope that the partner is, comfortable enough in the relationship that they're not going to, get all nervous about what the other person's doing.
Ideally, yes.
I think Sebastian...
Do we have experience of stalking or stalkers?
Well, I stalk everybody on Facebook. That's just me.
That's true, you do.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. So, I mean,
Watch out.
Just interest,
You've got
though,
your
isn't
number.
it? Just genuine interest.
Exactly.
In everybody.
Exactly.
Isn't that exhausting?
No.
Do you do anything else?
No, not really.
Not serious.
Have you been stalked?
I haven't been stalked, no. I haven't really
Yes,
done
you have.
stalking. Have I? Oh, on Facebook perhaps, yes. I don't check Facebook enough, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you're a bit of a technophobe.
No, a little bit, yeah.
What about you?
Well, my girlfriend and I decided to find my friends, which is where occasionally, say if I'm out, she can look at where I am in case something happens and she can come and collect me. But I think it's going too far, and we're sort of saying, it's kind of creepy that we both know where the other person is all the time.
Yeah.
I think you've got the same problem as Sebastian, Jess, haven't you?
You know.
Well, I'm sure Kate, Sally and Sebastian will be well satisfied with the answers they've had this evening. We'll be back with some more lip service a little bit later on. Thanks. You're watching Bent TV.
Thought we might chat about the new Star Wars trilogy that's coming in 2015, maybe?
Hi, this is Tim from the Melbourne Argonauts and you're watching Bent TV.
Hi, I'm Dane McManus from the Glamourhead Shark Swimming Squad and you're watching Bent TV.
Hi, I'm Lorraine and I'm from Melbourne Spikers Volleyball Club. It's a great club to get involved with sport and get involved with your community, just like Bent TV.
Y'all need to watch under y'all damn nuts.
Welcome to Squeal. I'm Andy and tonight I am joined by Dean Arcuri, Gillian Bartlett, John Richards and Mrs. Jones. And today I thought we might chat about the new Star Wars trilogy that's coming in 2015, maybe? Yeah. What will be the plot? What should it be? Can we have more than one female character? Could there be a bit of a gay story in there?
Isn't that what C-3PO is?
Oh, well...
But I would say less C-3PO, if possible.
He's coming back. The guy that C-3PO is doing the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
The robot, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not in the costume this time. He's just doing the robot.
I saw an interview with the people who made Star Trek, and the guy said, look, it's really great, we did race things and whatever, but it's a shame we never did any queer stuff.
Do you mean J.J. Abrams?
No. The original
Gene Roddenberry,
one of his assistants.
Okay.
And then all these people...
Gene's dead,
because it would be difficult to have that interview.
And then all these fans said, what do you mean it's not gay? What about 7 of 9? And what about... And there were about, 105 characters they thought were gay.
The Star Trek universe had no... the way that Star Trek worked was that we all lived in this happy world, so homosexuality, it wasn't a problem, so it just wasn't a thing that we saw.
That makes it invisible.
Which was
I
ridiculous.
hate it when people do that, because that's the thing, Doctor Who's been pushing that as well the whole time. In the future, everyone's fine, so they're all straight. Shut up! I think...
Well, Star Wars is exactly the same, where they kind of said they were going to create characters in the games. I know we've jumped from the movie to the game really quickly, but they were going to have queer characters, and you could pick the gender that you were attracted to, and then they went, oh, that's going to be a lot of work, so do you mind if we don't do that, because that's like a lot of work for the game. So then they just made a gay planet where you can go to and have sex with whoever you want.
Okay.
Where is this
It's like a beach, yeah.
Yes.
But it's a game that no one really cares about, so it's not really an issue. But
I'm losing the will to live talking about this, to be honest.
Well, it's just, okay, so the next Star Wars trilogy, I want to be excited. I'm glad that what's-his-name who created Star Wars has nothing to do with it.
Really?
George Lucas?
Yeah. Come on, did you not watch the first 3 films? No, because you slept through them because they were really crap.
I didn't watch any of them till I was 35.
Any at all.
I was going to say, the last time I saw a Star Wars film, Ewoks were in it, and it was in the cinema.
Okay,
so
yes,
it's not really something I'm that invested in.
This is my point. It's not that exciting.
Oh, I've got something to say about Star Wars. I never thought this would happen.
We're out of time.
Something that I found out yesterday. Did you know that Chewbacca's voice actually came from a camel?
Yes.
Oh, really? You knew that.
I actually do know of the Star Wars universe.
You do a lot, don't you?
Like 1977, went to see the Star Wars, the original, followed by Empire, followed by Return of the Jedi at the movies.
You would have been 3 years old.
I was quite young.
Don't you have a show and tell then, Mrs. Jones?
Thank you. I'm going to pull this out of my box. So, this is how much I am a Star Wars freak, because this is my, this is particularly amusing. It's this guy, Yoda, and I actually asked both Boba Fett and R2-D2 to sign the back, and they said to me, that's neither of our characters, don't you? And I said, yes, I do, but I don't care. And so Jeremy Bulloch is Boba Fett, and he was so lovely. Kenny Baker, however, had this little Kenny ring, and was a little bit of a sleazebag. The little kitty, a bit of a ladies' man.
So
apparently.
did he play R2D2?
He did. He was in it.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
heard some stories about him falling down drunk.
Oh yes,
Maybe it
he's
wouldn't
a bit
take
of a
much.
character.
Well, he was just sitting in a box really for all the film.
And he couldn't fall down.
You're saying he was a sexy.
He was, yes, he was a little bit on the sexy side.
Is he?
Trying to crack onto the Mrs. Jones, he was.
I reckon
Sadly.
the guy who does Mini Me is a bit of a player with the ladies as well.
Totally. Yeah. But
I think they
know
just
that.
disguise that with their shortness, they just go completely under the radar, and it's like, bam, sex attack.
Yeah, maybe it's right height too, right? So
Yeah.
straight at like
Perfect.
genital
They can
height.
get right in.
Straight in there.
Well, maybe that's what it is. It's not sort of walking around.
Fuss. Don't worry about the foreplay. Let's just get right into it.
Forget fisting. It's all about the head, right? Surely.
Oh my God.
Is it? But for the little folk, this would be like walking around a sweet shop the whole day, wouldn't it? It'd be hard, and you're at that level.
Yes.
It would be.
I feel like we've jumped to Oompa Loompas now that we're talking about little people and sweets.
Sexy.
Oh, sexy for sure.
Is there any other
But
kind?
speaking of sexy, if this is your kind of thing, Benedict Cumberbatch is signing on as in the Star Wars.
For Star Wars.
Now you've got my interest.
Yeah, so
But
a lot
as
of
what?
people are, I don't know, and Ryan Gosling rumoured as Luke's son.
Well, at least, they're getting people that can't act to maintain the Skywalker role.
I'm going to ask that because there's a lady who likes the ladies. What is it about Benedict that leaks out as your...
He doesn't do it for me at all.
Because, I don't get the Benedict thing.
Did you mean it in that
Why
way?
not?
As Sherlock.
He's Sherlock. Exactly, it's Sherlock.
Because I believe he's Sherlock. I believe he's that clever, and apparently he is from an ex-girlfriend of his.
But you seemed to imply he was sexy there. That's the thing. I don't get the sexy.
Well, because I went, ooh, now you've got my attention. It had to be to do with below the waist.
Yes, because I know you.
I was intellectually stimulated, actually, at that point, John.
Do you like the Sherlock in New York?
No, Johnny Watson's
The issue with that, I don't mind Elementary, but the issue with it is Lucy Liu.
Oh, come on.
She was great in Ally McBeal, but anything else is just...
What makes you the
I've seen Charlie's Angels.
I have seen Charlie's Angels. She's not... It's just, oh wow, let's get her to be stern all the time. Give her some depth.
This is the weird thing that while I can see that Sherlock is obviously the superior show, I would rather watch Elementary because Elementary is a fun snack. Isn't it?
I see.
I feel
Where
like there's
Sherlock
only so
you have to
much-
go, I'm going to sit down and watch real television.
But it doesn't have Martin Freeman and Una Stubbs as the landlady.
No, that
which
is
I do
true.
love.
That is true. Everything would benefit from more Una Stubbs. I think that's actually
Maybe
fine.
you just hit your BBC limit with too much Doctor Who.
How much TV do you watch a week?
Well, I used to do the Boxcars podcast, so we used to watch a lot more than I do now.
You haven't answered my question.
Yeah, probably not that much at the moment. I'm just watching Masters of Sex at the moment, and I can't decide if it's any good.
I know, right? You just... I don't understand. People are telling me to watch it, telling me it's exciting, and you're watching it going, I just don't quite
It might
get
be good. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
What about Orange is the New Black? Did you watch
Oh my God, that's great. So good. Yeah, everyone should be watching that.
That's got Janeway in it, hasn't it?
It does, and she's Russian.
Russian
and they
Janeway.
throw in every now and then Russian Janeway saying, do it, but in Russian, hilarious.
Yeah.
I should be watching this because it's women in prison, right? Yes. Well, unfortunately, the illegal download that I was given, I won't say by whom, won't play. So, anybody out there got one?
There's nothing more wrong than a wrong download that doesn't work. Very interesting. I'm on the Queer Film Selection Committee, and I'm so busy watching films I'm forced to watch that I'm seeing no TV.
Oh, rubbish.
Oh, that's tragic. Resign
Are you
immediately.
still seeing the same films over and over again? Because there was a period where I was touring around.
It's exactly what I was about to say. John will be ready to chime into this
Well, no,
one.
because when Outland, the original short film version of Outland, before we made the TV series of Outland, we travelled around and saw the same films being made by different people.
It probably goes over all the... Yeah. Anyway... yes.
Very discreet of you. Well done.
That's enough Squeal for tonight. Thanks. We'll see you next time.
Now, if you'd like to help us at Bent TV, if you'd like to volunteer or become a series producer or a camera person, please contact us at www.benttv.org.au. We'd love to hear from you, and we could really do with the support and the help. Thank you. Good night.